Use your Andean plier when one bobbin runs out before the other, leaving you with leftover yarn. When you've plied nearly all of the bobbin that will run out first, stop and clamp the yarn with a clothespin or clip of some kind to keep everything in place. Pinch one of the two singles and reverse the twist, or in other words, untwist the yarn. Then pull the yarn to break it. Repeat with the other single. Reverse the twist and pull to break the yarn. Never cut the yarn. The fiber needs to be loose and open in order to splice correctly. Now you're ready to use the Andean plier to make 2 plies out of the leftovers. Take the plier off the stand and hold it in your left hand. Place the end of the leftover yarn in the slot at the bottom and start winding. Bring the yarn around the back, then up over the opposite side and around the peg, around the back side of that same side, and then again over the opposite side and around the peg. Let's see that again. Bring the yarn around the back, then up over the opposite side and around the peg. Go around the back of that same side, then up again over the opposite side and around the peg. Once all the leftover yarn is wound on the Andean plier, put it back on the stand. Now reverse the twist and pull to break the yarn. Now reach around and undo the other end that is down in the slot. Pull that up and out so both ends are even. Now you have what was 1 ply as 2 plies. Clamp those ends and set aside. Here's a quick tip. If any one of the ends is feeling too thick, thin it out at this time by pulling out some of the fiber. Now you're ready to splice the leftover plies in. Holding the 2 plies of your leftovers, pull the top peg out of the Andean plier to release the yarn, then set the peg back in. Now take the 2 ends of the leftovers and overlap them with the 2 ends of the original ply. Put a little extra twist behind your clamp so when you release the clamp, that twist goes right into the splice. At this point, a little spit splicing can come in handy. Slowly start your plying back up to ensure the splice is solid. Then you can go back to plying from the Andean plier. If the yarn ever gets stuck or caught, just stop, clamp your yarn, and gently pull the yarn down from the plier. Then once you start up again, keep your back hand close to the Andean plier. Remember, the splicing process takes a little bit of practice to get it to look good, and know that the unevenness in the twist of the splice will even out once the yarn has been soaked and beat. And that's it! The Andean plier can also be used when doing a 3-ply. Simply run out 1 bobbin and clamp everything to keep it in place. Then determine which of the other 2 bobbins has the most yarn on it. Use that bobbin to create 2 plies from the one and combine with the other bobbin to get 3 plies again.